We've been focusing on yoga for better sleep. And what better way to use yoga as a tool to help us find deep sleep than a nice restorative wide-legged forward fold. So the key to these restorative postures is really having the right props. You may end up using a chair. You may need blocks. I would have some blankets and at least one bolster, possibly more. So to start off with, let's spread the legs a little wide, coming to whatever feels comfortable for you in a straddle. And you can start by maybe bringing the bolster out in front of you and just kind of gauge how that feels. For some of us, there's going to be a lot of openness in the body, and we're going to go all the way down onto this bolster. And for some of us, we're going to need to build the ground up to us. So one of the things that you can do is to create a little ramp with your blocks. Maybe the block is all the way up, and you bring the other block to the side like this. Maybe you don't need quite that much space. So find your ramp wherever you need it for your bolster. And then try bringing the bolster down onto the blocks and see how that feels for you. Now this may be enough support. You may want to stack a second bolster here. You may not like the way that the ramp feels, and if that's the case, you can move the blocks all together and you can stack a few bolsters up here. You could also bring blankets on top of the bolster for a little bit of extra padding. And once you get your support set up, you would bring the bolster right into the pelvis, scoochie the hip points back, make sure that they're connected to the earth. Take an inhale to find length, and as you exhale, start to fold over your bolster. And once you come into the pose, notice how you feel. You may need more support. You may have too much support. And a lot of times what happens is we may start all the way up here, and then gradually as we're holding the pose, the body opens a little bit more. We find more space, more opening, and we start moving the support and coming down a little bit lower. So once you come into your restorative forward fold, you want to hold this for 5 to 7 minutes. And you can do this shortly before going to bed, maybe 30 minutes or so before you're going to lay down to go to sleep.